Not afraid to tell it like it is. The Scott Thompson Show, weekdays from noon till 3 on AM 900 CHML.
When an ex-Hells Angels member was shot and killed outside of Chantell Salon on Kenilworth, it was a shocking moment that revealed the present state of her neighborhood. She turned to her boyfriend and started talking about creating a documentary that would take a look at Kenilworth's rise and fall. The documentary is now in the works through the help of a Kickstarter campaign. To talk more about all this, Chantell is with us, executive producer of the Kenilworth Documentary and owner of NDulgence Salon, and with us now. Good afternoon, Chantell. How are you today?
Good. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thanks for taking the time to do this. So talk about the situation and why you decided to do this.
Well, it's pretty much summed it up about a year ago after the shooting. It was a real eye-opener because, like you said, I have this salon on the street for about 6 years, and I just wanted to see a change in the neighborhood because I feel like Kenilworth has now hit rock bottom, and the only way now to do is to move it up.
So how do we do that with a documentary? What's the purpose of that?
The purpose of the documentary is to just bring awareness to the street, and our goal is to have all of Hamilton view it. So once it gets awareness, I feel that it's not going to be forgotten. I feel like they kind of put Kenilworth on the back burner.
What stage is this at now, this project?
The project is still in the beginning stages. We're still looking to conduct interviews. We're still looking to get some funding. Like you said, we got funding from our Kickstarter campaign. Sam Marula, the ward counselor for our neighborhood, has also donated. So we're still in the beginning stages of the documentary.
And what is going to be in this? What sort of nuggets, what sort of stories, what are you going to tell?
We wanted to do a very personal level, so I'm going to be narrating the documentary, and we have some interviews with some of the local businesses on the street that's been there for 50-plus years and have some that have just opened. We're looking for residents in the neighborhood that's seen Kenilworth when it was at its prime and at its stage now. We're just looking for personal experiences and for them to explain, their views on Kenilworth.
Do you think people have lost pride in the street?
I do and I don't, because the people that I've spoke to really still believe in Kenilworth. So I feel that if we just bring awareness to it and bring back the spark, it can go a long way.
So you think the history and telling those stories might perhaps restore some of this pride?
I do, to be honest. And Alex and I, we work very hard with the Crown Point revitalization team, so there is a lot in the works for Kenilworth Avenue.
How do you sum up, and obviously this is a work in progress, you haven't finished this yet, but how would you sum this up and position it so it does what you hope it to do? And I'm guessing at the end of the day, you don't want to necessarily point to the, all the downfalls, but end it on a positive note and the direction that you hope to be moving in.
Yes, exactly. Like you said, it is in the beginning stages, so we're not too sure on how the project is going to be finalized, but we are working very hard on it, and we just wanted to show the positive of Kenilworth and the growth and, the ups and downs, but really focus on the positive of the...
We're seeing a lot of change downtown. We're seeing, lots of people are calling it a renaissance and so on and so forth. Do you think it's just a matter of time before that just spreads there?
I truly do. Like, Ottawa Street is just, the next block over. And
there's a great example right there.
Exactly, and it's in our neighborhood. And now with the new Center Mall coming up, it's just a matter of time before these spill over to Kenilworth.
How do you make sure that I don't know if there's any answer to this question, but obviously as we mentioned, Hamilton is on the verge of something here. It's turned the corner. How do you make sure that when development does come in and when things start to turn around, that it's going in the direction that you want to go in? I mean, do we know what Kenilworth can become? Do we want it to go back to how it was? Do we want it to be something different?
We don't really know what Kenilworth can become. It's pretty up in the air and it's unlimited. It's what really the people want in the neighborhood and what Crown Point is wanting for that street for the future. It can go back to the way it was. It can go into something completely different. It's totally up to the people.
How are you and your boyfriend moving forward on this? At what stage are you now? What are you doing now?
Right now we are conducting the interviews, like I said, so we're reaching out to people in the community. If anybody is wanting to speak on the behalf and be interviewed, they can contact us through our Facebook page, and it's called Kenilworth. So we're really still, like I said, in the beginning stages. We're conducting and still looking for a little bit more funding.
As you interview these people, do you find that there's no shortage of opinion about what should be done and how we can help this?
Yeah, there is no shortage, and every opinion matters, and every opinion is different. There's a wide range, so it's really exciting for this interview.
Now, what is the reaction to the street when you talk to people about this and this project? What is their reaction? What's their feedback?
Their feedback is they are excited that there's finally becoming a movement for the street, and that, you know, it's not forgotten and somebody's taking initiative to better the street. And they really do see hope in Kenilworth, and with having it a main access to Burlington Street and to the mountain, they just see such opportunity.
You mentioned Ottawa Street and, of course, the recent success and being so close and such. Have you started to see any of that transform over as yet? Are you starting to see little nuggets of positive and prosperity?
Not yet, but Ottawa Street is really involved with us, and I've spoke to a lot of people with the BIA over there, and they're really interested in helping us if we need help in going for a BIA or any questions we have, and if the street needs help, they are willing to help us, so that's a great thing.
Is there anything you can learn from what's happened on Ottawa Street? I mean, you know, is BIA the answer?
I'm not sure if a BIA is the answer, because our street is a lot more vast and spread out than Ottawa Street.
Yeah.
We do have residential on the street. But if we have something even similar to that, anything that would help, you know, better the street. But I think Kenilworth has a very strong core community, and the businesses on the street are very close.
So where do you see it in a few years? What would you like to see happening? If you could have a wish list for it, what would it be?
My wish list would be very long. I would love to see beautification on the street, cafes, flowers, benches. We're working on the pipeline parquet near the Tim Hortons. That would be very exciting. And we do have a empty space where there's a building missing a few stores down from me. I would love to see grass and like benches and some artwork. That would be the dream.
We've often heard it only takes one or two businesses, one or two restaurants or whatever like that to start to turn the street around, and we've seen it with many streets here in Hamilton. Is there an anchor tenant or somebody or something that can help in that way?
There is. We are working together. Like I said, there is myself and a few other businesses on the street, and we are looking to start a business association for the street and for Barton Street. We are working very close. Like I said, the community is helping us a great deal.
If people want to find out more about this or help contribute, what can we do? Where can we go?
You guys can go to the Facebook page. Like I said, it's called Kenilworth. Or if they can't find that, it is linked up with the Salon's website, which is NDulgence.ca. So either one of them, you can go and help donate or even view the trailer that's up right now.
All right, Chantell Kempijan, executive producer of Kenilworth Documentary and owner of NDulgence Salon. Of course, hey, we've seen it on lots of communities, lots of streets in the downtown. Why not on Kenilworth, especially with Ottawa just being so close in proximity? Chantell, good luck with all this. Keep us abreast.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. Keep us abreast of what's going on.
Thank you.